For Michael Jackson's kids, I feel the person who gets them and takes care of them, it needs to be kind of a regular person. I think his kids need to be around somebody who knows how to socialize, who knows how to meet people easily, feel comfortable around people, talk normally, and not be afraid. And they need to be able to shake hands and know that they can wash their hands afterwards and not carry any bacteria. We don't want them to be too phobic. I think they need to learn how to go out and play all the things that Michael Jackson always said all his life that he had wanted to do but was prevented from doing. I don't think his kids have been able to do those things, so that he has deprived them of the same things that he said he wanted as a child. So they need to go out and play team sports. They need to go out and learn how to, the girl needs to learn how to become a cheerleader. The guy needs to know how to go out and play on the football team or the basketball team or some other sport, track. And then the baby could also needs all those advantages because he's young and has his whole life ahead of him. He hasn't really been deprived yet because he's only, I believe, 6. But the other two, I believe, are 11 and 12, so they've already been set back a little bit by living in such isolation. They also need to be around people who don't spend a whole lot of money so they can learn to be happy without spending excessively. Michael had this crazy, joyless way of spending money that they showed on TV. And when you buy something that's special, it should bring you some happiness and joy, and all your happiness shouldn't be an item. So I'd like to see somebody who actually can bring them joy just by other actions and not by spending and realize that spending a whole lot of money is not what's needed to bring joy. You don't have to fill your house with clutter and stuff. And a lot of Michael's life was spent protecting his stuff and protecting the clutter, even when times were bad. And that's what a lot of his final legacy is, trying to get that stuff back and trying to protect all of his stuff and Neverland and all the other things he had accumulated, which turned out to be financial burdens for him. So, you know, I think this is the type of education and training and experiences they need to have in the future. And they need to be able to eventually, after they're mature, learn how to talk about their family in public and not be afraid to say stuff, and just have a better life, a more normal life, so they can pass that on to their children. They might get money, they probably will if the finances are held right, but so much of Michael's legacy has been sold. I think the auction was called off, but I mean, as far as getting a proper Michael Jackson museum to set it up like Elvis Presley's family did, I don't know if the Jacksons have that ability. And I know that years ago, all of the stuff that Janet Jackson had and some of Michael's stuff from their childhood was sold off, I think at some kind of storage sale. And so they lost all of those items from the museum, and I don't know if they have the ability or knowledge or help from those people they surround themselves with who can get that museum up and running as it needs to be. So that's my thought on the kids.